Hey y'all, what's up beautiful people? It's your girl janiaaaliyah and welcome back to my channel. Ooh child, I had the burp. Anyways, welcome to another pregnancy vlog. I'm trying to check my phone real quick because my Uber, my Uber is 4 minutes away. So I figured today would be a good day to start a vlog. It is Friday, which is usually the day I start my vlogs. But y'all know I be forgetting to like vlog when I actually be doing stuff. And today I'm actually leaving the house. So I'm very much excited. So we're going to a little makeup masterclass event with Anastasia Beverly Hills. Very much excited. The event actually was like, I think earlier this month or earlier this year or whatever. But they had to reschedule, which I think it worked out because I feel like the event was around the same time all that storming and stuff was going on anyways. So yeah, but the event... Oh, my driver is a few minutes away. Okay, cool. But yeah, so the event is today. And see, I ain't even gonna lie. This is how I am because, you know, one thing about Atlanta people or Georgia people is that if you stay in the Atlanta metro area, then you tell people who aren't from Atlanta that you live in Atlanta. When in reality, you may stay 20, 30 minutes actually outside of the city of Atlanta, which is how I do. Which I feel like it makes sense. Like, yeah, the people actually in Atlanta be mad when people... here do that, because like if we all in the metro area, tell me exactly where you are, because if you say Atlanta and you in freaking Kennesaw, I'm gonna be mad. But if I'm talking to somebody out of state, like we all say that because odds are if you're not from Georgia, if you're not from the Atlanta metro area, you're not gonna know where Kennesaw is, or you're not gonna know where like Marietta is, or like freaking like wherever. You're not gonna know where it is. So that's why people say like Atlanta as a reference area. But I actually stay about 20-30 minutes outside of Atlanta. And so when it comes time like for little events and stuff like this one, y'all, I hate having to drive to the city. Like, other than shopping, ain't much that I drive to the city for, because y'all, that traffic is just so bad. So if I can just not drive, I definitely will. And so I was so excited. Sometimes for the events, they'll send like little Uber vouchers or whatever, which basically covers your Uber ride there and back. And y'all, I was so happy because the Uber voucher, when you get on there, it just be like everything be zeroed out. So I done ordered me a little Uber Black. And yeah, my driver's getting ready to pull up. And so getting ready to go there. Is actually at a hotel down by Pond City Market, if y'all know where that is. Love that area. Like, I love the city, but like I would never live there, and I just love to be able to be close enough to go there whenever I want to. But I don't want to be down there on a regular basis because that traffic will legit drive you crazy. But nonetheless, we're getting ready to go. Let me show y'all the fit. I didn't want to do too much. I didn't do any makeup because it's a master class, and so part of me is wondering, like, I'm pretty sure we're going to be doing our makeup in the class. I don't know. Hopefully we are. So, and obviously it's during the day. So I was like, girl, that's how I end up not going, because I don't want to have to put together the whole outfit. So this the fit. Y'all see the bump is bumping. Oh, my bodysuits, y'all. I do not be buttoning my bodysuits. So I'll be trying to cover the little parts so my legs don't be showing, but bodysuit. Then these pants that I got from H&M. Absolutely obsessed with these drawstring pants. And then I'm wearing my Coach sandals, and I'll show y'all in the mirror as well. So yeah, here's the fit. And I also went and I recalibrated my gimbal on this camera, because as y'all know, last week my niece girl dropped my camera, and since then it has been kind of vibrating a little funny. So I just recalibrated it, and it seems to have helped a little bit. So hopefully that's good. What, do you see my ride? Is my ride here? That's not an Uber Black, y'all. That's a Lexus SUV. I'm supposed to be in a freaking Chevy. What the heck? Oh, there go the Suburban. So why is this other car in front of my house? Who is that, and what are you doing? I don't know, but let me put my jacket on, because my ride's here. We gotta go. Y'all, I got my shades on. Jalen's walking me out. Looking like a baddie. Jalen's walking me out. Today is his off day. Yeah, I did give him a fit check. Jackson, move.
Go home.
This man be thinking it's his time to go. But anyways, see y'all in a little bit. Okay, y'all, so we are here and it's looking like it's going to be more of like a watch and learn type thing. I low-key thought we would be doing our makeup at the same time, but we don't have no tables, so I guess we're not. But I just walked around, got some content, so that should be fun. And y'all know I love creator events because everybody else be recording and taking pictures and stuff, so I don't even be feeling weird. But anyways, yeah, we here. And they also got some cookies. I really look so sleepy, but girl, whatever.
Voices of women of color in the beauty industry, creating more opportunities for Black and brown muses, empowering them to celebrate their natural beauty and our impeccable skin today on Anastasia Beverly Hills. So, with over 15 years of experience, Molly has built a diverse portfolio centered on enhancing and restoring the skin's natural beauty. So excited. Get into it. Hey everybody. Hey. Let's do it.
How much do you probably get? What do you mean, like cheese on or like?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's what you said. Okay. Yeah, I'm just like how everybody's neutral. Everybody's neutral. Let's see a little warm or yellow. One and only.
Okay, y'all, so I'm in the bathroom. I got my little gift baggie and stuff from Anastasia. This bathroom is really cute too, y'all. Like, really cute. But anyways, I need to hurry up. Uber's on the way, so let me wash my hands and get out of here. Okay, y'all, so we are back at home. Just how I like it. It's nice and warm up in this house. But anyways, y'all, we are back at home, and I'm not even gonna lie. I had a surprisingly great time at the event today. And not that I didn't expect to have a great time, but I don't know. And like the thing is, I don't even really consider myself an introvert, but like low key, you know, I just feel like I'm an extroverted introvert. Like if introverts could be slightly extroverted, that's what I am. Cause I don't really like, if I'm not comfortable, I don't really talk a lot. I have a hard time communicating with strangers. And yeah, that's just that. I do talk. I mean, I do be talking, but like, yeah, it's not like, and I mean, me and Jalen have talked about this all the time, but like, it's just not first nature to me to just like talk to the person next to me and whatnot. But I be trying to, because I know that I should, but it also helps like frequenting a lot of the influencer events that we be having here, or that I get invited to, because then when I do that, I kind of see the same people like over and over again. So that helps a whole bunch, because it makes me feel like much more comfortable, because like I've been in the room with these people before, and like we all kind of, you know, yeah. But nonetheless, so yeah, I do be a little iffy. And then also I feel like part of being an influencer that I feel like nobody really talks about. Low-key, I hate using the word influencer because it just sounds so like superficial. But like content creator, but when it comes to these events, they're influencer events, so influencer. But the part that nobody talks about is just like the imposter syndrome. Like it's like it's one thing to be viewed on the internet by like thousands, millions of people, but then there's one thing to like be in person with a whole bunch of people. And I just feel like, you know, there's a, just because we are being viewed by so many people don't mean that like we be extroverted and that like we just so super outgoing. Because like one thing that my family literally always said about me, like when my videos first started to take off like from YouTube and when I was doing my hair videos, can you stop? You making way too much noise. But yeah, one thing my family literally always used to say about me is that, you know, like, they weren't surprised on the end where it's like I'm creating, like, doing stuff, because I will always do my hair and stuff like that and be creative in that way. But they were surprised that, you know, I would get on there and just, like, talk and just be, like, extra, you know, like, just talking, you know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, I'm really only that way, like, with my siblings and, like, people that I'm close to or whatever. And so, yeah, they were, like, surprised early on to see me in front of the camera like that, because even some of my other family that I'm not as close to, like, other people who are not, like, in my immediate family and I'm super, like, comfortable with, they even say the same thing. Because I'm telling y'all, like, when I be in public, or, like, not even in public, like, just when I'm out around people that I'm not, like, super familiar with or around on a daily basis, I can tend to be very introverted. I'm not shy. Like, I don't even want to describe myself as shy. I'm just very, like, introverted. And I don't even want to say timid, because, like, yeah, it's not a fear thing. It's just a thing of, like, I don't be having anything to say. And when I get around the people that I talk to regularly, I have plenty to say. Almost too much to say. But, yeah, so sometimes, like, these events can be very, intimidating, I should say. But to me, in my opinion, not for the reasons y'all think. Like, I personally feel like the events, they're not intimidating because I have to go just talk to people. Because it can be very awkward. Like, I try not to be one of those people who just kind of, like, reserves and just sits on my phone the whole time. Because I'm like, girl, you're here to network. You know, you're here to talk to people. Even if you don't talk to the other influencers, like, at least maybe talk to, like, the brand representatives and stuff like that. At least, you know, try, or, like, show your face or whatever. Like, get your content, like, do whatever. That's one thing when I get to the events. I don't feel shy about getting my content, because we all there to get content. So I try not to be on my phone too much. Like, I'll try to talk to people. But if it's one thing that I feel like doesn't necessarily intimidate me, but does give me, like, the worst imposter syndrome, it is literally the attire. Oh my gosh. Because if you know an influencer, if you are an influencer, content creator, or if you have seen on, like, other influencer and content creators vlogs and stuff, even when they get ready or when they go into events, then y'all know this influencer society, this influencer community, y'all, they dress up for every single event. And I just feel like I have never been, like, a wardrobe fashionista girl at all. Like, growing up, my older sister, she's always been the super stylish one. I just been the one, like, all I care about is hair. Honey, if my hair is done, like, we good. I don't even care about the makeup for her. I just started doing makeup, like, not too long ago. But for me, it's always been the hair. My sister now, she can dress, or she, you know, she was the one to put together a nice little outfit or whatever. Me, girl, I don't care. And so when I first started getting invited to these events, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, everybody is just dressed so, like, I don't even know, it's just so crazy, like, from head to toe, like, everybody's just so, like, put together, like Hillary Banks, like, crazy. And so that literally used to make me feel some type of way or whatever. And so I would try to, like, kind of up my wardrobe, or, like, dress, like, more upscale at some of these events and whatnot. But honestly, today, and as of recently, I personally realized, like, and it took me kind of a while to realize it, but it's like, honestly, if I don't want to go to an event, I'm not going. Because one, I personally feel like being on this influencer and content creator journey for the amount of time I have been on it, I was doing well prior to getting invited to all these events, and I feel like you could still do very well without it. Like, just imagine, only reason I get invited to these events is because I stay near a big city. It's influencers and that freaking stay in New Mexico and Mississippi who, they're still big, they're still successful. It's just you don't stay near a big city and nobody's hosting videos in Mississippi. And that is perfectly fine. And so I feel like once I realized that and realized you don't have to go to every event. Like, even growing up, my parents ain't let me go to every birthday party, every party, every kickback. It was like, okay, if you go out this weekend, you're not going out next weekend. And so realizing I don't have to be at every event. And then on top of that, I personally feel like because of what I do is like low key, your presence and how you show up online, basically essentially how you do your job. So basically your content that you put out and the amount of content that you put out low key speaks more than you at these events. Because one thing I noticed, oh my gosh, it was so crazy. Like I feel like my first couple of events, I used to get so like in my head about making sure I, talk to like the people who represent like the brand and stuff like that, let them know, hey, I'm interested in working with you. And dang near, I guess like pitching myself. But then girl, I would get there and it's like, well, dang, I guess we all here to pitch ourselves, huh? And so you may be in a room with people who have like 100, 200, 500,000 more subscribers or followers than you and whatever. And y'all all trying to pitch yourselves. But to be honest, like stuff like that makes me feel good because I'm like, dang, if I'm in a room with like people this big, like we're peers, like that makes me feel great. But no, realizing the fact that I'm like, girl, this pitching, half the time the brands be doing is they already know who they working with or who they getting ready to work with. So at the least I say, hey, just so we can put a face to the name. So I know, like, okay, I've been emailing this person or whatever. And that's literally about it. But I like at this point, I no longer do the most or stress myself out about these events, or when I get to these events, it's like, just go with the flow, make a new friend and meet some new people if you're lucky, or meet some new people, make a new friend if you're lucky. And yeah, but I feel like showing your face is really just like the biggest point. But today I had a great time. The masterclass was amazing. Now, see, it's not as if the face card could ever decline because like the natural face, the natural is definitely tea. But typically I would like, do my face and like put on an outfit and stuff like that because low key, the way I see it is this is what I do for a living. Like this is work. So it's essentially almost as if I'm going to a work event. And so the same way you would conduct yourself at a work networking event, that's what we would do here. But because it was a makeup masterclass, I thought it was going to be a more like chill setting like I've seen other makeup master classes where like we going in and we're literally at like vanities and literally learning how to do our makeup and doing it like along like with the makeup artist. But this one, it wasn't that. And luckily I wasn't the only one who thought that way. I was talking to a couple other girls who were also saying like, they showed up. Jackson, no, you sit down. Because you making too much noise. Sit down. But yeah, I was talking to a couple other girls who were saying that they also showed up barefaced because they were under the impression that we were about to all be doing our makeup like together or whatever. But yeah, that wasn't that. But it was no big deal. Honestly, the class was great. I love the fact that the makeup artist and her muse were both dark skinned. They were literally both my exact shade. So the shade that I ended up getting in the foundation was 7N. They were both 7N. And you know me, I'm the type of person where when I was in school, girl, I was the student where I would hate for the class to be silent. So I was always like asking questions, like, very interactive. And so as soon as they said like, yeah, y'all can ask questions as she's going, girl, when I tell you I was asking so many questions, I was asking all the questions because you're never too old or too advanced to learn. But yeah, so I was asking all the questions. I was asking her like, what brushes? Okay, what tone is that? Why you putting it under there instead of up here? Like, girl, all the tea. And honestly, she was a great, it was a great class. I feel like I learned a lot. I definitely want to go and practice my makeup because I'm inspired. One thing that I really learned from the class is the fact that I feel like I have been using way too much product. And not on my general makeup routine, because y'all know generally I'll just do a little dab, a little concealer, like some cream and blend that out. But no, I'm talking because the look she did today was supposed to be like a soft natural glam, or full glam, whatever, I don't know. But it was a full look. It was like not the no foundation stuff that I be doing. But she literally used like a fraction of what I use. And I'm like, no wonder I don't like doing full face of makeup because it gives like too much. But that's because, girl, you're literally using too much makeup. Like, you're using too much. And that look came out so freaking cute. It was so pretty. I got to talk to her at the end, but see, I was so happy that I was asking questions because it was at some point in the class, and I don't know if I filmed this. I probably did. I didn't film when I was asking questions because obviously it was just like random. But it was at some point in the class towards the end, she was spraying her model with like this Anastasia Beverly Hills shimmer oil and stuff. And so, you know, I was asking her the questions, like, I was asking about label, like, even though it wasn't about the face, I'm looking like, you know, hey, is that, because I was sitting fairly far back, so I couldn't really see, and the projectors were kind of going in and out, and they also weren't picking up the color that well, so we could see what she was doing, but we couldn't see, like, the colors and pigments of certain things. So, like, when she was applying blush, I couldn't see what tone the blush was, so I was asking her, like, hey, what color is the blush? And she was saying it was a plum. I couldn't see plum, you know what I'm saying? I thought it was a peach, you know? But also she was applying the shimmer oil. And so I was asking, I was like, yeah, so what color would you say, or what would you say the shimmer oil is picking up more, silver or gold? And she was like, gold. And to be honest, like, it will look really, really good on you. So when we're done, you can come up here and get it. And I was like, because she was saying, because also the masterclass, the objective of the masterclass was to promote the new foundation. So she was saying that the shimmer oil was not going to come in the gift bag. And so like, yeah, girl, it was going to look good on you. So come get it. But no, I went up there and I got it because I was like, let me run up there for somebody to steal my shimmer oil because it was so cute. And I was like, that's going to look so cute. And then I was thinking, especially for like my baby shower, because it really inspired me in that way too. Because I also asked her, I was like, because y'all know when it comes to summertime, I don't wear a lot of makeup during the summertime. Because like I said, when I would do a full face, I would feel like it was too much. And so when it started heating up, I feel like I'm wearing too much. Whereas the amount that she was applying, it looks so beautiful and lightweight that I'm like, So I asked her, I was like, you know, would you say this look is like like summer friendly, basically? Is it sweat proof? Because, you know, it's getting ready to get hot. And so would you do this during the summertime? She was actually like, yes, I would. And long story short, yes. And so I was like, okay, wait, that is really amazing. Because it really inspired me because y'all know my baby shower is coming up in about 3 weeks. So I'm looking forward to that. But I'm definitely going to be practicing kind of like some of the techniques that she showed today. And going from there. Because I feel like I learned a lot from just how she was doing this stuff. So, very long-winded way of saying I did enjoy myself. And then last but not least, y'all, hold on. Okay. We good. Because last but not least, I was having an identity crisis. Like, you know how everybody and their mama be saying, like, when you pregnant and then especially after you have the baby or whatever, like, you know, you be stinking. And so I was sitting here and, you know, we in the class and obviously like I'm wearing all these clothes, you know, I'm getting hot. You know, the class was actually within like my baby's active window. Like he has certain times throughout the day where he's like extremely active. So girl, we was in the class, girl, he was kicking up a storm. I was like, oh, are you hungry or something? Like, yeah, he was kicking up a storm. But no, the class was over, you know, he was getting up and stuff. And I was just, you know, like just walking, but I had my jacket on and obviously I was a little warm. So I was kind of like sweating. But then, you know, I was wondering, I was like, dang, like, am I a little musty? Because it was also very packed in there. So I was like, dang, like, am I a little musty? And I assumed it was me only because, like, I'm the type of person where if I smell something, I'm a firm believer in you going to be the first one to smell that you stank. So I just always assume it's me first. And then once I eliminate that it's me, or once I eliminate it being me, then we can move on to it being somebody else. And so at the time, it was just so many people around. Like, I just kept thinking, like, oh my God, like, I stink. Like, I need to go. I need to go. And then, you know, like, when you feel like you stink, you got to keep your arms down and stuff. So I was just trying to be like, ooh, like, because if I do stink, I definitely don't want to be doing like a whole, like, I don't want to be doing too much. I don't want to do too much. But it's not me. It wasn't me. And then now that I think about it, once I went to the bathroom, because I had to use the bathroom. Once I went to the bathroom, and then once I got an Uber, I ain't smell it no more. But that made me feel so much better because when I am out anywhere, and I just don't like to stink. I don't think anybody likes to stink, but it's like in that case, ignorance is bliss, because if you stink but you don't know you stink, you gonna continue as normal. Excuse me. Me, if I'm out and I stink and I know I stink, I'm ready to go home. I'm ready to go home. That's like me being out and like my makeup is messed up. I'm ready to go. Take me home. And so yeah, I was about ready to go. But thankfully, it wasn't me. But I still am about to take a shower, simply because I did sweat, and I'm about to chill for the rest of the day. So yes, y'all know I'm very long-winded. I'm a certified yapper when I want to be. So that was my long-winded way of catching y'all up. Is there anything else that I had to tell y'all? I don't think so, but I'm about to take the shower. Probably gonna take my wig off, because I think after seeing all the beautiful faces in the room today, I think I decided that for my baby shower, I want to do like a side part. It's probably going to be like a side part U-part wig, maybe around like 16 inches, nothing too long. So maybe like 16 inches. It'll probably like stop at the belly, so I can highlight the belly. It's going to be straight, and I'm going to do some curls, whatever. That's going to be so cute, because I haven't worn long straight hair in a minute. So yeah, that's what I think I'm going to do for my baby shower. And then y'all, lastly, y'all, I don't know why I waited so last minute to do this, but I have known what dress I wanted to wear to my baby shower for like at least the last 2 months, right? Girl, why did I wait until today to go on there and look so I can go buy that dress, girl? The dress is sold out. They talking about pre-order. So basically, I just ended up having to get the same dress but in a different color, because the one I wanted was obviously blue, since I'm having a boy. But that dress was out of stock. And instead of wrecking my brain and trying to go look for a whole different dress with only 3 weeks left until my baby shower, I was just like, girl, bump that. We just about to get this other color, which is it's a neutral color anyway, so it's like a little beige, off-white or whatever. So I was like, that's still gonna be cute. But I just went ahead and ordered that, so that way that can be here in time, and I don't have to worry about like what I'm gonna wear or anything for the baby shower. And in case you're wondering why I won't be wearing my bob at the baby shower, the main reason is because my baby shower will be outside. So since my baby shower is going to be outside, and I'm probably going to be moving around, talking, all that good stuff, to be honest, like, if I know I plan on being outside all day, I typically will opt to not have my hair out. Just because at the end of the day, as silky as my silk presses be, like, at the end of the day, my hair is still very much natural. And girl, when my neck gets to sweating and all that stuff, my hair will definitely poof up. And it poofs up in the back first. Like, it poofs up like around my neck first. So I'm not trying to be at my baby shower with a stiff bob, long story short. So yeah. Ugh. It's getting stuck because of all this gel. Okay. Ooh, I look like a little bird. But, ooh. Let me get off here. Let me take my shower, let Jackson out, and I'll see y'all in a little bit. Okay, bye. Good morning, y'all. We're currently at the park. Jason's getting ready to train one of his clients. And y'all, like, would y'all believe that this is a 20-minute silk press? Like, I literally used my Tymo and my flat iron. And I was using the Tymo so I could do, like, extra big parts. And then I just took my flat iron and, like, bumped the ends and stuff. And literally took 20 minutes because we woke up and I wanted Chick-fil-A. But then, basically, I could only get Chick-fil-A if I got in the car and came to the park with Jalen. And so I was like, well, shoot, let me hurry up and do my hair then, because I have 2 collabs that I need to film when I get back home. And so basically doing my little 20-minute silk press definitely saved me a whole bunch of time, because when I get back home, I can just film those videos, and then from there, I should have a little time to edit them before I have to leave again, because I'm going to this event that my aunt is having at her church. I think it's like a pageant or a play. I don't really know. My cousins asked me if I wanted to go, and I was just like, sure. So I'm gonna go do that, and then may stop at my dad's shop a little later, finish some content up that I have to do for there. That is my day. But anyways, yeah, we finna go down here. I don't have no walking plans, so if y'all don't see me at the park again, that's why, because I don't really intend on doing anything, but I am here, so points for that.
Pulling it back, now it's just low.
I'm sitting on a yoga mat.
Same thing whenever you're ready.
I was a young woman, unwed, from a small town, and suddenly I'm carrying the Savior of the world. They whispered about me. They judged me. And I didn't know any answers to the questions that they had. All I knew was that God had chosen me.
So anyways, left the church thingy, grabbed me some Chick-fil-A. Now I'm at like my fake pretend marketing job because y'all know I want to be Emily in Paris so bad. But just got some little footage that I need to get up here. And yeah, that's it. That's all. Hey y'all, happy Sunday. Sometimes, okay, here go my camera again. Anyways, I think it stopped vibrating, but sometimes when I be looking a mess, all I can do is laugh. But anyways, happy Sunday, y'all. It is like probably like 4 or 5 o'clock at this point. Haven't vlogged much today at all, because when I tell y'all, I have not done much. Like, and honestly, I can't remember how I slept last night, but when I woke up this morning, oh my gosh, I was really just so tired. Like, I got up and Jalen had to work today, so I ended up watching church from home. And then what else did I do? I can't remember. I got up, watched church, and then I think when I watched church, I fed the dogs and all that good stuff. And then I think after that, let me lotion my stomach while I'm sitting right here because girl, she's getting big. But yeah, after that, I kind of end up getting back in the bed, right? And at some point, most of the time, like when I'm in the bed, I don't even be asleep. I just be in the bed just because like it's the most comfortable place for me to be, because the couch, I don't know if I've mentioned it in other vlogs, but y'all, at this point, and it's crazy because as expensive as my little couch was when we bought this house, girl, I cannot get comfortable on the couch. So I usually like, I don't really lounge on the couch. And at first, like, I would kind of feel away because I typically don't like to lounge in the bed. Like, I really like to be in my bed when I'm going to bed or getting ready to take a nap or whatever. But typically, if it's during the day, which I guess it doesn't count because it's still the weekend, but if it's during the day, I don't really like to be in the bed. But as of recently, girl, I said forget that. I'm going wherever I'm comfortable. Because, girl, I be on that couch and it just be so uncomfortable. And like, not just while I'm sitting there or laying there, wherever I'm positioned on the couch, but then also when I get up, I be so uncomfortable. So yeah, just in the bed. But anyways, I was in the bed and I ended up taking a nap, thankfully. Or so I thought, because girl, I got up from the nap and I was kind of hungry. I think I was hungry. I don't know. I just feel like cooking. So I got up from the nap. I went to go cook some food. And when I tell y'all, I was up in there cooking, right? And literally as I was like cutting the onions, something just came over me and I was really just so tired. And I just felt like, I didn't feel like dizzy, but I just felt like so like, hold up. Okay, I want to throw on my little pajama shirt real quick. But yeah, I literally felt exactly like what I just did. I felt like a dang zombie. And I was just sitting there, I'm like, oh my gosh, like, is it the onions? Like, what is going on? But, girl, I ended up eating, because see, the thing be, and this is why pregnancy is so ghetto, because like sometimes you'll feel that way or you'll just feel off in general. and whole time you just hungry. So I was hoping maybe that was it. So I ate. That pasta was so good, but no, it didn't really help. But then I ate, and then I ended up getting back in the bed and just kind of laying there, like obviously like lounging or whatever. And now I feel much better, because the only thing that I had on my to-do list today, since it is Sunday, was to clean this bathroom or whatever. And so I'm in here now getting ready to clean the bathroom. And as I was cleaning, because I ordered some new rugs for the bathroom, I'm gonna show y'all them real quick. Hold on. So I ordered some new rugs for the bathroom. Here they go. And I ordered them only because, like, when we first bought this house or whatever, I did buy like rugs and stuff for the bathrooms, but y'all, Jalen was with me. He was with me, which means he grabbed some stuff that he liked, and he didn't grab a complete set. So that was that. But yeah, he grabbed some stuff that he liked, and I think the set that he grabbed was only for the, I'm pretty sure the set that he grabbed was only toilet and sink, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure it was only toilet and sink. And so then I ended up having to go behind him, and I was at Target around the time that we bought the house or whatever, and I just bought a little rug to put in front of the shower. And so they was kind of like, obviously it was like mismatched, because they was two different sets. Like the one in front of the shower was like a beige, and then the ones that he bought was like a little navy blue, y'all. It was ugly. They was ugly. And I mean, we still have them. I'll probably put them like in the bathroom upstairs or something like that. Literally, all of our overflow stuff, anything that we don't use or anything that just needs somewhere else to go, well, there's pillows, decor, girl, it just go upstairs and we'll just figure it out later. But yeah, so I ordered a little set for the floors, and so I was just putting them down on the floors, and that's when I remembered I was supposed to be vlogging. But I put them down on the floors, and I just like instantly was starting to feel a little better, because I'm like, ooh, like, not the bathroom, getting ready to have new carpet, but I haven't taken my scarf off all day, hence why I'll take it off for y'all, because girl, this scarf has been on all day. And it's honestly just so crazy looking at my hair, because I know I feel like I mentioned it before, but would y'all believe this was literally a 20-minute silk press? Like, and I'm not even lying, because Jalen had me on a timer, y'all, like literally on a timer. And the way I did it was I used my little Time-O straightening brush, and I used that on like the highest setting. Yes, because I wasn't playing. And so I used it on the highest setting and did really big parts so I can hurry up and get done fast. And then when I would go through and straighten out the big part, I would then go through with my regular flat iron and like bump the ends, because like when I would do my Time-O, I would do it like this, to where typically the ends will be flared out, and that's just how I get it as straight as possible. And so that's why when I go through with my flat iron, it be a little different. Girl, we ain't even worried about the back. I'm just taking this out to let my hair see the light of day today. Yeah, she definitely would have been in that scarf all day. That'll do it. But yes, I was like, oh my god, I didn't expect it to look this good. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing right now. It wasn't really much to clean in the bathroom, but literally just going through, I kind of went through and like dry swept the floor. But now I'm just putting these rugs down. I just kind of wanted to show y'all like as I was doing it, so y'all can kind of like see the before and after. Mismatched pajamas. And it's so crazy, y'all. I literally just bought these pajamas probably like a week or two ago from Sam's, and when I bought them, they was loose fitting. I mean, the pants are still loose fitting, because like honestly, I don't think my thighs and stuff have grown much. We gonna do a little weigh-in real quick. Even though I have noticed, okay, so before getting pregnant, I was one of those people where it was like, girl, like, it don't matter if you got clothes on when you get on the scale, like, the weight ain't gonna be but a couple ounces. No, like, when I get on a scale wearing full clothes versus like wearing something minimal, I've noticed like a difference in pounds. But we just gonna call this minimal and just go in there and do a weight check, because I just wanna know what we might be working with, you know. Okay, y'all, that's not too bad. So just to fill y'all in, I have only gained about At this point, I will say I have gained about 9 pounds since the start of my pregnancy. I think I started off at like 155. I've been around like 155 for like the past year or whatever. And then today I weighed in at 164, which honestly, okay, like, oh, okay, because during the first trimester, I didn't gain any weight. I actually lost some. If you know, you know. From that dang Disney trip, I actually lost 5 pounds when I came back and was sick. And then after that second trimester, that's kind of when I started picking up a little bit of weight. But then as of recently, I have gained a couple. But then technically, at least 2 of those pounds are baby, because he should be around 2 pounds right now. And even though I haven't had, like, we haven't, you know, been anywhere to weigh him, or I haven't had any ultrasounds or whatever, that's kind of like the weight mark for his gestational age or whatever. And obviously he has been getting big, because my stomach has been getting big. So some of that is baby weight, but we ain't gonna put it all on him. But yeah, some of that is baby weight. But other than that, like, other than like belly and, you know, a few other things, like, I haven't really noticed like too many changes, you know, like in my body. Like, I don't feel like my arms have really been getting that big. My face, I don't know, y'all will be able to tell a little better than me, but I don't feel like my face has started getting fatter yet. That will happen in the 3rd trimester. If it don't, we cool, but I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, I don't think it has started yet, even though I have started to notice a little, you know, double chin. Yeah, but anyways, so yeah, that's that little weight check-in. Just curious, honestly, I don't know if I've mentioned it before in vlogs, but like, I'm really not doing, I'm not doing too much, but like, I really don't care too much when it comes to weight, only because like, essentially I'm doing the best I can. Like, I'm not finna pretend like, no, Grizz, leave that alone. Grizz, I'm not finna pretend like I'm about to be out here working out while pregnant, or that I'm finna hop right back into it after not being pregnant. But at the same time, like, my eating habits, and that's why I was like, let me do a weigh-in, because the last couple of days, y'all, what did I eat? I know I went to Popeyes last week. I had Chick-fil-A twice this week. And honestly, that has probably been the worst. Did somebody just steal something? Let me see something. I'll be having to watch them. But that has probably been the worst I've eaten this entire pregnancy. And so that's why I really haven't been concerned about weight, because like, I know my eating habits are fairly decent. And I mean, shoot, that's that on that. Like, girl, because I ain't doing nothing extra. So yeah, but anyways, I'm gonna put these carpets down. And then also, y'all know I be kind of like DIY and stuff. So this set actually came with only 3 rugs, and so it came with 1 to go in front of the sink. Let me put it down so y'all can see. It came with 1 to go in front of the sink, 1 to go in front of the toilet, and then 1 long one that I think, you know, is probably intended for like shower or bath. But because our shower and our bath are separate, I was like, well, dang, I'm just gonna cut that one in half. So that's exactly what I did. Hopefully my cut don't look too tacky, because I just cut it while it was folded in half. Let me see. I mean, my cut don't look too crooked. It actually looks pretty decent. But yeah, so I cut that in half so that way I can have a rug here. That do look a little funny, but whatever. But yeah, I can have a rug here, and then we can also have a rug here. But yes, I was just so happy with that, because I was like, oh my gosh, like, not the bathroom getting new rugs. Let me show y'all what it's giving. Oh, here go the little rugs. My cut ones look a little, you know, a little funny, but they're functional, so that's all that matters. They're functional. But anyways, I was contemplating taking a bath today. I haven't taken a bath in a minute, only because like, I just really ain't feel like putting in the effort to get in the bathtub. But y'all know how much I love baths. Like, I love them so much. But every time I try to think about, every time I just think about it, I'm like, girl, I do not feel like it. I don't feel like it. I just rather hop my butt in the shower real quick, call it a day. So I'm still trying to decide on that. We'll see how it goes. I'm probably gonna clean it anyways, clean it a little later, and then go from there. But anyways, y'all, tell me what, I've been on TikTok, right? And I have been seeing like people, you know, I don't follow them, but you know, TikTok will not let you skip a TikTok shop video. And so on TikTok shop, all the people have been popping up with this little pink above ground pool. And number one, is literally so cute, but then I thought, oh my gosh, it's the perfect size because I literally want to get in the pool so bad. Like, I have been wanting to get in the pool so bad, literally so bad. And then obviously I didn't think of this at first, but I was like, well, dang, because at first I was gonna get like a little tanning, like a little small little tanning pool to put on the porch so I can just like lay in it, because it ain't like I'm trying to swim. I'm just trying to chill. Like, I just want to get in some water. Yeah, and that's why when we get this bathroom redone, I want to get me a nice deep soaking bathtub, because like this bathtub, and that's the other reason I want to get in, because like I want to be fully comfortable. Like, I can't really lean back and like lay my head back. Like, I lean back and my head be like this, so I don't really be comfortable like in the tub. And so when we get this thing redone, I want like a basin. I think that's what they call it, a basin. But anyways, yeah, so I have been looking at the pools, and I saw on TikTok shop, it was this one little, you know, nice sized one. About 6 people could probably get in there. And y'all know me and Jalen are doing this little project in our front yard. We're doing like a little patio project. And so I was thinking, oh my gosh, the pool would be so nice there. But I'm contemplating, because I feel like I feel like, one, I would do it, right? But I need me and everybody else to be on the same page that, like, if I put this pool up, I'm really only going to be able to get in it prior to having the baby. So y'all need to come over and get in my pool. Point blank, period. If you want to get a pool, you need to come get in my pool, because I'm only going to be able to get in for between now and having a baby or whatever. Because then after that, you know, like, you have to wait the 6 weeks, like, to heal and stuff, so your wound inside can heal. And so within that 6 weeks, I won't be able to submerge, but it's okay because technically it'll still be hot through September. But yeah, so I guess I would still be good to like get in maybe like after 4th of July or something. I don't know, but long story short, if I get the pool, I don't want to be the only one that ever gets in it. But I'm contemplating, because if we get this little project done, I'm gonna order my pool, because I need as much pool time before June or May as I can get. So yeah, I just thought that was interesting because I kept seeing that on TikTok shop, and now I'm just like, oh my gosh, like, yeah. But anyways, that's all y'all. I literally just want to show y'all my little bathroom carpets. Jalen just got home not too long ago, probably finna chill out. He's playing the game right now. Oh my gosh, y'all, if there's one thing I do regret getting, it's this leg tattoo, y'all. Y'all see my leg tattoo? I feel like every now and then when people do see my leg tattoo, they be like, oh my gosh, you have a leg tattoo? Which when it comes to my tattoos, that's how I like them. I only like tattoos that, you know, y'all can see if I decide to show y'all or whatever. But honestly, if I could go back, I wouldn't get this tattoo, nor would I get this leg tattoo. I wouldn't get this tattoo, one, because this was just a little impulsive tattoo, because I wanted to get a tattoo for my birthday. And then y'all know, like, back then I was real heavy into like astrology and all those things, like super duper heavy. Oh my gosh, like, honestly, I thank God that he delivered me from all that stuff, because y'all, it was so crazy. Because I think this was around the times I started getting into like tarot cards and everything, and it was just honestly like insane. But I got this tattoo because this is like my zodiac sign or whatever, right? And so I like the size and that it's small or whatever. But if I could go back, I wouldn't get it. One, because I feel like that doesn't really represent me anymore. And then two, I hate when people see it and be like, oh my gosh, like, you a yada yada yada, and then think they know me. Because I'm like, girl, you don't know me. Like, you don't know me. And then it's so funny nowadays, like, even hearing people like talk about zodiac signs, because like I said, I used to be real heavy with it. I used to be so heavy in it. And honestly, before God convicted me, I feel like one of the moments where I started realizing, like, okay, maybe this ain't that deep, was I was talking to this boy in high school, right? And this boy, y'all, he was just a pathological liar. Like, y'all know when folks just lie for no reason, like, you just lying unprovoked. And so I think I was asking him, like, yeah, you know, like,
when's your birthday? Because literally I had been into like astrology and stuff like that since, oh my gosh, it was so early. Because growing up as a kid, I wanted to be an astronaut, and so I was always into like space and stars and like all that stuff like that. And then at some point I kind of came across astrology and got like real deep in it. So I've been into astrology since like early elementary school or whatever. And so anytime I would be talking to somebody, like I was also the type of kid, and even like the type of like high school or whatever, who anytime I was talking to somebody or even thinking about talking to somebody in my head or even had a crush on somebody, girl, I was putting us into the love calculator, like, okay, trying to type our names in and see, okay, like what's our compatibility based on our names. And then also I would like do a little birth charts and stuff like that, and do like compatibility like based on our zodiac signs or whatever. And so yeah, I remember asking him like, yeah, you know, like when's your birthday, all this other stuff. And so he told me his birthday. I go put us into the little stuff or whatever, and you know, saying all this stuff, and you know, I'm trying to read up on his horoscope, look at his birth chart, kind of like analyze him, get to know him, all this stuff. And so I started coming up with all these conclusions based on what it was saying in my head about us and about him. And I'm sitting here like, girl, y'all, I thought I knew him so well. I just thought, okay, yes, like this how this gonna work out, this how this gonna play out. Girl, come to find out, that wasn't even his birthday. So at that point he was just like, yeah, I was lying, that's not even my birthday. So I'm like, okay, cool, like whatever, like when's your real birthday? So he gives me another birthday, put that one in, and I'm like, okay, yeah, that makes so much sense, because that's something that, like, say he told me like a Pisces or something like that, or like he told me like, he wouldn't tell me the signs, he would tell me like just his birthday, and then I would go find the signs. And so say it came up saying he was a Pisces, I'd be like, yeah, you know what, that actually makes sense, like this is really your birthday, because that's something that a Pisces would do. Like that just makes so much sense. Like okay girl. And mind you, pathological liar, this man never corrected me or anything. So we stopped talking at some point. Year goes by. I literally texted this man a whole paragraph for his birthday. And we were just like friends at the time or whatever. So I texted him like a whole paragraph for his birthday. You know, heartfelt, right? Girl, he didn't respond. And I'm looking like, am I being ghosted? Like, why didn't he respond? Like, we ain't even talking. And so I see him like later that day at school or whatever. And so he was like, hey, yeah, I just wanted to tell you, because I kind of felt bad like after I saw your message, but like today's not my birthday. And so at that point I felt dumb, because I'm just looking like, what the heck? Like, you didn't lie. Like, you done gave me 2 false birthdays. And y'all, when I tell you I would not give up, I would not give up. That boy could have told me 2 and 3 more birthdays, and I would have been like, yeah, that makes sense, because that's something that an Aries would do. But Aries would give me two fake birthdays. Girl, to this day, I still, without certainty, I cannot tell you what sign he was. But that was one of them things where I realized, okay, maybe I be doing a little too much. Maybe I be doing a little too much, and the signs really not all that. And then also I realized, like, a lot of people kind of place judgment, like, or judge prematurely based on those things, when I'm like, sometimes they generally like just don't apply. Like sometimes what the horoscope say, which the horoscope is literally like open a dang fortune cookie, is a generalization. And so sometimes they literally just don't apply. And so I've heard people like literally write people off, or say they won't be friends with a person or entertain or talk to a person because like their X sign. And I used to be that way, so I don't be like judging harshly or anything. But I kind of just be like, no. And so that's why me personally, I don't tell folks my sign, because one, I don't believe that anymore. And then on top of that, I'm just like, girl, you actually don't have to know. You don't have to know. You know what I'm saying? And so nowadays, I ain't even gonna lie. Like, I hate having this tattoo, because when it's exposed and people see it and folks feel like they know me, even if some of the stuff do apply to me, because I won't lie and say like some of the stuff didn't apply. They apply to some people, just not everybody. But yeah, so this is one of the tattoos I regret. My other tattoo, since I'm just giving y'all a little tattoo tour, is this little one. I mean, I actually like this one. I mean, this tattoo is pretty cool. I actually forget I have it every now and then. It literally means nothing to me. But it literally means nothing to me. But me, Jalen, Kendall, who's Jalen's cousin, she's also one of my bridesmaids, my friend Brittany, I think that was it. All of us all got like that tattoo. We went on a trip to Chattanooga not too long ago or whatever, and we were just like, yeah, let's go get a tattoo. So we all got this little tattoo, and we got it of, this was my idea, you know, my little corny idea, but like we got it of like a little mountain, because child, we was in the mountains, we was in the cabin, so we got a little cabin tattoo. I love me a little stencil tattoo. I don't really care about all the filling in and stuff like that, but they was just like, oh my gosh. And then last but not least, I have this tattoo down here on my ankles, and this is actually my favorite one. It means God is greater than the ups and the downs. Me and Jalen both got these matching tattoos like years ago or whatever, but this is my favorite one. Love this tattoo. Love her down. But yeah, like I was saying, it all started because I got this tattoo of this tattoo is of Proverbs 31 verse 25. It literally says, she is clothed in strength and dignity, and she laughs without fear of the future. Proverbs 31:25. Love that verse. Love that chapter. But when I tell y'all, this tattoo is so terrible. It is so terrible. One, I feel like I should have gotten it a little bigger and the lines a little far apart, because now it looked like, here, I'll just show y'all. Now it's like, it looks like mushed together. And the only reason I can tell y'all what it say is because obviously it was my idea to get the tattoo. But like literally like the letters, you can't even tell what they say. Girl, you can't even, I was scratching my leg, girl. Dignity then disappeared. I don't even know. It's just a terrible tattoo. It's just terrible. So yeah, highly regret getting that tattoo. There's nothing I can do about it now. I do love the placement though. I love the placement. I at some point was thinking about getting another one on the opposite leg. Maybe like, I don't know what I would get. I don't know what other tattoo I would get, like if I got another tattoo on the other side of my leg. I don't know. I'm kind of content with the tattoos I have now, but I wouldn't be opposed to getting another one. For a split second, I considered maybe getting one like after we have the baby or whatever, like getting one like dedicated to the baby or whatever. But then I was just like, because my dad did that. Like he got a tattoo for my oldest sister. And then you ended up having 5 kids. And now you have to get a tattoo for every kid. And so just in case I end up with 5 kids, I don't think I want to start that. Because even if I decide to quit halfway, I don't want to have to explain to my kids, well, I got 3 of them tattooed and 2 of them ain't gonna make it on there. So girl, yeah, we ain't gonna do that. But anyways, oh my gosh, I have been talking for so long. Okay, but yeah, that's it. Y'all got a little tattoo tour. I don't think I ever did that on my page before, but yes. But anyways, before I clock out for today, I might see y'all tomorrow, I don't know. But I was thinking my next couple of videos, or I was kind of just brainstorming, and I'm thinking like for my next couple of videos, I want to start doing like kind of like some nesting videos. And then when I start like doing my hospital bag and stuff, I want to do a video dedicated to that. Like they won't be vlogs. They'll literally just be like a nest with me, which I guess that'll kind of be a vlog. So like a nest with me video, like what's in my hospital bag / like baby hospital bag video. And then I feel like after like we have the baby or whatever, then I'll kind of do like, you know, baby vlogs and try to document that journey from there or whatever. So yeah, I've kind of just been like thinking about what I want to do. As far as the nesting goes, I feel like I've been nesting just like in different ways, like around the house. Like girl, the other day I caught myself freaking dusting the fan. But as far as like baby stuff goes, I haven't really been doing too much nesting in that way, simply because we don't really have any progress right now on the nursery, which I guess there's not too much of a rush. But girl, I don't know, I just be wanting to do stuff sometimes. But yeah, that's the main reason. Like I don't really have much to nest right now, just because Jalen's mom is doing the nursery, and so she's still working on that. And so until that's done, I probably won't do much like nesting content. But baby, when that nursery done, can't wait. He has so much stuff in there already. I feel like I showed y'all already, so I ain't gonna go back in there. But oh my gosh. And then after the baby shower, and so this will probably be like, baby shower is literally in a month at this point, which is, well, oh my gosh, no, that's a lie. The baby shower is really like in 2 weeks. So the baby shower is in 2 weeks at this point. So after the baby shower, I'm going to do a baby shower haul video. So showing y'all everything that I got at the baby shower. And I'm contemplating right now if I want to vlog the baby shower. I don't know. I feel like it might be a little difficult simply because like I'll kind of be entertaining like so many people or whatever. So I don't know if I'll be able to vlog the baby shower. At the least, I'll just try to take a lot of pictures and videos like before everything starts and vlog around that time. But yeah, other than that, that's all I have to say to y'all. I probably, girl, let me get off here. Talk to y'all later. Bye. Good morning, y'all. Oh my gosh, I literally look so crazy. Anyways, it is Tuesday, I think. I am getting ready to take the dogs outside. I be trying to put them on my routine because they're on basically, stop that. Stop. But yeah, I've been trying to put them on my routine because technically they're on Jalen's routine. So in their minds, they're like programmed to get up at like 7 a.m. literally on the dot. And so they be like harassing me to get up. And I like refuse to take them out before 8:30. But it's so funny because like when I finally do get up to take them out, child, they be so ready to go. But anyways, that's what we're doing. And while I'm doing that, oh, let me get Jackson. That one dog, you just can't not watch him because he always gonna do something. But while I'm doing that, I'm just also kind of keeping an eye on Grizz because he's been moving slow these past couple of days. And not just moving slow, but like, yeah, all yesterday, he basically just like laid down. Not to mention, he laid down in Jackson's bed. Like, he literally slept in Jackson's little tiny bed, and he wasn't really playing much yesterday. And overall, was just kind of looking / acting weird. But he was still, you know, eating his food, drinking his water as usual. So that's typically a good sign. But he was kind of like walking a little funny, you know, walking like, I don't know. He was just walking funny. So keeping an eye on him just in case I see anything weird. But anyways, I'm also about to, it's a little chilly out here though. I'm contemplating if I want to bring their crates back out here because it is a little chilly. Jackson, what you looking at? But yeah, I'm contemplating. I'm gonna make them sit at this door real quick, and I'm about to bring their crates back in here because they're literally right in front of the door because we had like a little tornado watch, I guess, or whatever. And so when it storms, we do bring their crates and stuff inside because they get real nervous. But let me move these crates outside. Okay, I'm gonna let them in. They should already know what time it is. Time to eat. Oh, y'all are so smart. Y'all are just the smartest doggies. Ooh, girl. Oh. I don't know, y'all. It's very interesting. And that's why I was telling Jalen, I'm gonna just watch him and see what he does. Because the thing is, y'all, I kid you not, these dogs, they act one way when they hear it's just me. And then when Jalen gets home, they're literally completely different dogs. Like, when I tell you completely different dogs to the point where when I'm here, they'll be playing, running around. And then when Jalen gets here, all of a sudden, every dog but Jackson, they want to be all shy and they want to sit in the crate. They don't want to play. They don't want to do nothing. They don't want to do nothing. And so that's kind of why part of me was just like, he might very well be just fine, but I really can't tell. Oops, sorry, Georgia. I really can't tell if he's kind of acting the way he's acting because he don't feel good, or if he's acting the way that he's acting because he just acting the way he acting, and you know, Jalen's home or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, it's crazy because I told Jalen, I was like, that's low-key kind of fake because he was your dog to begin with. So if any dog was here more comfortable than the other ones, it would be him. But no, child. Like, I'm telling y'all, him and Georgia, they be buck wild when they be here with me by myself. And then when Jalen gets home, y'all,
they turn into completely different dogs. But anyways, before I get off this vlog, I want to give y'all a quick little garden update. So let me show y'all the seedlings. They have not changed too much. So these are my little chaos planted flower seedlings. I can't remember exactly which flowers, but these are those, and then these are also some flowers. I'm excited to see which ones these were, because they have been like shooting up so fast. I'm pretty sure in this one right here, this is my lavender. And then obviously in these cups, so these are different little veggies and stuff that I have. And I have them labeled, so, but I tell y'all every vlog, so I ain't gonna go through it again. And then in this one, I feel like this is another one of my flowers that has kind of been sprouting up, but I haven't seen much growth from these. And as y'all can see, some of these are kind of like laying down, so like I don't know what to do. But I told Jalen for sure this week, because this is the last week of March, meaning that after this week, frost should be well gone, and I should be able to kind of start putting some of these into the ground. And I know specifically like my lettuce and stuff, I put so many seeds. Y'all, this is my first time gardening, so I literally put so many seeds in that little cup. So my lettuce, like, they're most likely suffocating each other. And so it's about time to separate those seedlings and plant them in the garden beds. And so I have my garden beds in the house. I just need Jalen to help me set them up and stuff this weekend. So I talked to him about that like yesterday or whatever, because luckily he has like an early week this week. So he'll be off like Wednesday or Thursday, so that's great, so we can get a head start on that. And then I can go ahead and start putting a lot of these plants in the ground, because it's about time for them to go into the ground. So that's that. And then I'll start putting some other ones outside, because I had them inside because a lot of them aren't frost tolerant, meaning that they'll die like if it gets too cold outside. And while the coldest right now may be about 45, that's not freezing temp, so that's okay. So I really aim to get that done this weekend. And then on top of that, aside from the vegetable garden, and let me show y'all these little new blinds that I got for the sunroom. Y'all sitting on a chair right now, but anyways, got these new little adhesive blinds for the sunroom. And this is mainly, it's not for the dogs, it's mainly because like in our sunroom, it's a sunroom, and it would be much more expensive trying to get blinds on each window in there versus just getting blinds on this window. Because like obviously, you know, at nighttime when we're in here and the lights are on and you're out there, you can literally see straight through. And it would low-key make me uncomfortable, even though, like, okay, yeah, ain't nobody in our woods or whatever. I still want some blinds because, yeah. But I love these. They're super cool and convenient, real easy to, like, set up. We had, like, a cheaper version. I got these off Amazon, by the way. We had, like, a cheaper version of this before, because I bought some, like, random ones that I saw at Walmart. But they were paper and got dirty and like ripped really, really fast. And so these are fabric. Love them. So highly recommend these if you have like French doors or anything. But yeah, let me show y'all this last little thing before I get off here and upload this footage. Oh, and then real quick, y'all, my mind be everywhere sometimes. Like, I know y'all be like, girl, you just said you was gonna blah, blah, blah. Girl, whatever. But anyways, real quick, these are some gifts that recently came in for the baby. So this little teething toy, this little book, and then this is like a little water tummy time play mat. And my sister also ordered a whole bunch of toys yesterday, so those should be here soon. I just have to kind of keep an eye out for like stuff that's coming from the registry. And then real quick, before I show y'all this, I wanted to finish a thought that I feel like I made on my last vlog, but my mind be everywhere and I forgot to finish it. But basically, I was saying how a couple weeks ago at this point, somebody told me, like, you know, like, basically, when you have a baby, nothing's about you anymore. And so, like, yeah, like, just forget about yourself because everything's going to be about the baby. Nothing's ever going to be about you. And to be honest, well, this was one from somebody who I ain't really know like that or whatever. But then two, I was just like, yeah, okay, good to know. But the point that I was making in that video was
it's cool for you to think that, but you know, while a lot of things will be about the baby, if it's one person that I can count on that will still be there for myself and care for myself, is me. So that whole idea of like neglecting myself and just getting rid of who I am because I'm about to have a child is absolutely dead. It's dead to me. But yeah, I laughed. I thought it was funny. But I just wanted to put that out there because I'm just like, listen, like, y'all, the baby is coming into your life. Like, yes, at some point they're going to have their own life, but I'm not going to like, which the thing is, I don't do many things now where a baby can't fit in to what I'm doing. But the things that I know for a fact that I enjoy doing, luckily they are flexible enough for me to still do them and still live a somewhat normal Jania life, even with the baby. And honestly, it may make it even better, even more fun. Like, I'm the type of person, I love an adventure, I love a thrill. Like, I truly feel like I'm gonna have a great time, as crazy as it is. That's just the type of person I am. I don't like things boring. I don't like things the same all the time. I love to get a little cry here and there, and I love low-key when things are crazy. Like, I don't think I talk about it a lot, but growing up, I have 4 siblings, and I grew up full-time in the house with 2 of them, plus my cousin who spent a lot of time with us. And truth be told, y'all, my house was chaotic as heck. Like, you could ask anybody. My sisters, like, we was always fighting. We always had stuff going on. Birthday parties, like, just always, like, things going on. Honestly, I don't know how my parents did it, but it was chaotic as heck. And I ain't even gonna lie, I enjoyed the heck out of it. Like, my sisters can tell you, like, we may not, okay, our family does say that we were spoiled. We're not the type of spoiled that you would see on the internet, but we were taken care of. And we genuinely had a great childhood. We enjoyed it. And I feel like growing up that way truly made me just love, like, chaos. But not in a, you know, evil type of way. But chaos just in a going with the flow. I'm very adaptable. But I'm still going to figure out how to be me in the midst of all that type of way. So, nonetheless, I look forward to it. I don't look at having a kid, like, as a loss in any way, shape, or form. I'm going to embrace it. And even though I probably will lose things along the way, it's okay. It's fine. We'll move on. All right, but anyways, let me get off here. But before, let me show y'all, because I'm giving y'all a little plant update. You guys, look. Look at my tulips. They are literally so freaking pretty. And honestly, like, I feel so accomplished because y'all know I literally grew these dang tulips from, honestly, this is how they looked when I got them. They looked like these little thingies. And so these 2 down here, for some odd reason, did not grow. Not too sure why, but that's okay because I successfully grew a whole pot of tulips. So I can officially call my thumb green or red if I want to. But they're literally so beautiful. I'm so happy. Since they bloomed, I had Jalen bring them out on the front porch. But as you know, when I was growing them, I had them on the back porch because that's where, like, the most sun touches. Like, the sun really don't get on this porch for real, so it's a good source of shade. But since they all grown up, it's good. And then also it works out because I have a spigot out here, so if I need to water them, I'm able to. But yes, y'all, I'm really so happy. But the only thing that I was wondering about, and I'm probably gonna Google it, is that when I bought the bulbs of these tulips, I bought both yellow and red, and I planted them all in the same pot. And so I'm kind of thinking that maybe, like, the yellow or maybe the red, like, took over the yellow, because ain't no yellow up in here. Yeah, ain't no yellow up in here. Ain't none of them yellow. So yeah, I think the yellow may have taken over. But nonetheless, they're still beautiful. I can't wait to kind of add more plants out here. The next project, hopefully that we'll be able to get done prior to the baby shower, will of course be the patio that we talked to y'all about, plus maybe getting some small adjustments done to our flower bed, because as y'all know, we cleared it and right now it's like completely empty, completely blank. So yeah, that's that. But hopefully I'm able to get my garden bed up pretty soon, plant those things into the ground. But anyways, I'm getting ready to eat my breakfast. I'm probably going to go get some work done today. I'm going to my dad's shop to get some little marketing stuff done today, film some content, all that good stuff. So that's that. But nonetheless, thank y'all so much for tuning into this vlog. I can't wait for these future upcoming videos. And oh my gosh, like this glucose test at the end of the week, y'all. Pray for me. I don't think it's gonna be that bad. But nonetheless, thank y'all so much for tuning in. You already know, smack that subscribe button down below, and I will see y'all on my next video. Bye.